In this lesson, we will look at characters 257 through 264 of the 1000 character classic, the 1500-year-old Chinese classic in which no characters are repeated. In the last lesson, we looked at lines 63 and 64, which discussed filial piety and loyalty. In this lesson, we look at lines 65 and 66, which advise us to tread lightly in precarious circumstances and to wake up early regardless of weather. Let's look at line 65 character by character. The first character here means face or overlook. The next means deep. The third character means undergo or execute. The last one here means thin or weak. The translation reads, peering into an abyss, tread lightly. Now let's hear it pronounced. You'll hear it from a recording in Korean, Japanese, and Chinese.
린십니다.
臨心理学
林深履薄
I'll play this one more time.
린십니다.
臨心理学
林深履薄
On to line 66. The first character here means early or morning. The next means interest or arouse. The third character means warm, or may also refer to temperature itself. The last one here means cool. The translation reads, arise early, whether warm or cool. Now let's hear it pronounced.
수긍원정.
宿光音声
素心温庆
I'll play this one more time.
수긍원정.
宿光音声
素心温庆
Let's look at a few radicals or components. First, note that there are 3 characters that use the water radical. And if you're wondering, there are at least 37 characters in the 1000 Classic that use this radical. Also, pay attention. Look at 264. This one does not have the water radical, but rather that is the ice radical. Were this character to have the water radical, then it would be a different character altogether. Next, if you look at 259, it uses the door radical. Look at the part inside. This character inside, it's a common one that means restore or recover. While it's not included in the 1000 Classic, you may have noticed that it also features in the 188th character, which means capsize. On to the 260th character. Look at the highlighted components in the bottom right and make note of this other character from the Classic which has the same components. The 262nd character is very similar to the 247th character. They both contain the mortar radical, along with a few others in this classic. So here are the 2 lines from this lesson. Take a look for a few moments and see if you recognize some of the radicals or components. Okay, let's move on. Based on the 8 characters of these 2 lines, I've come up with a word list. I've tried to select words that are common and relevant to Japanese, Korean, and Chinese. Now you hear the words spoken in each language. Temporary,
인시.
臨時
临时
profound, deep,
심가.
深刻
深刻
late at night,
심야.
深夜
深夜
to execute, fulfill,
이행.
履行
旅行
weak, frail,
박야.
薄弱
薄弱
excitement,
흥분.
興奮
兴奋
interest,
흥미.
興味
兴味
hot spring,
온천.
温泉
温泉
temperature,
온도.
温度、
温度、
Okay, have a look one more time at the word list. Which words do you know or not know? In this lesson, we looked at lines 65 and 66 for characters 257 through 264. In the next lesson, we'll look at lines 67 and 68, which reference orchid flowers and pine trees.
천자문,
千字文、
千字文。
As always, I remind you that my own knowledge of these languages is not substantial, so if you notice a mistake or omission, let me know in the comments. If you have a question, also put that in the comments, and hopefully I or somebody can get back to you. Explore other videos in this channel devoted to the 1000 character classic. I will eventually be introducing all 250 lines of this classic poem. I will also be making videos about my study methods and other aspects of the Chinese, Japanese, and Korean languages. I wish you happy and productive language studies.